Real quick, you guys, before we get into the live, before the intro, I want to real quick get a moment of silence in for Dwayne Haskins. For those who don't know, former Pittsburgh Steeler, former Washington Commander, former Ohio State Buckeye legend, passed away this morning at 24 years old in Miami. Was hit by a car. Moment of silence for him and his family. Rest in peace, young man. Let's get to it.
Yeah, I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters.
I'm from the city of Sac, rapping silver and black. Word of honcho, give me the strap. The realest is back. Stupid chop with some silly attached. Eye for an eye, fuck it man, give me a patch. I'm a Raider, Oakland, LA, Vegas, Jalen, Kenyon, Jacobs, Regis. Man, bread dog, we litty. Deshawn with the speed, Edwards with the 50-50. Yeah, this that silver and black field. Abram in the box, I'm Merrick in the backfield.
Yo. Shout out to everybody in the nation, man. You already know what it is. I appreciate every single one of you guys for spending a portion of your Saturday here with me. Appreciate you guys, man. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, man, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 15K. I think we need like 200 more subs. I want to make sure that we can somehow, some way break that before we get to Vegas because I want to celebrate 15K with you guys in person at the Ahern Hotel draft week. You already know what it is. Shout out to everybody. Ruckus is in the building. Brave, Javier, Unknown Raider Guy, Bobby V, Raider Gabe. What's good with you, King? The Lone Raider. Yes, man. Rest in paradise to Dwayne Haskins, man. That is sad, man. Like, it's crazy because today was a complete daddy day, right? And I had my sons. I let my wife just rest. She's at home chilling. I took my kids out. We went and got a bunch of Raider stuff, went and got our haircuts, took them to Urban Air, let them jump on the trampolines. And I heard that news and it just really, man, it really made me feel like shit. You know what I mean? Like it just let me know, man, life really is short, man. That guy was a baby, man, 24 years old. That's really, really sad, man. And once again, man, RIP to Dwayne Haskins, man. Yeah. I forgot who it was. Was it Adam Schaffer? Schaffer, whatever, however you say dude name. He was out of pocket for that tweet. Way out of pocket. I don't understand how some of these guys have jobs, man. I really don't even understand. I seen somebody post his net worth, $8 million a year for guys to tweet ignorance. It's crazy to me, man. Like, I don't know if you guys seen the tweet that Adam Schefter sent out, but he pretty much said, RIP. You know what? I'm not even going to mention it. Everybody forced him to delete it because he was out of pocket, out of gas for what he said. He deleted it, retweeted, and did some other shit, man. But come on, man. At the end of the day, you never measure a man's success on the field when it comes to him passing away. Like, whatever he did on the football field in the NFL does not matter. This young man lost his life. He has family that are tripping right now. Like, this man probably fed everyone in his family with his job. So come on, man. Like, be a human being for once. That shit was terrible, man. I did not like it at all. I'm not going to repeat what he said, you guys. But what's funny? I didn't even read it fully, and I retweeted it, right? And then I went back and read it. I'm like, whoa. Like, hold on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just instantly was like, wow, like Haskins passed away. And I went back and read it and was like, wow, bro. Like, basically, in a nutshell, you guys, he just basically said college standout, never lived up to expectations in the NFL, you know, and blah, 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 passed away in Miami. Like why do that? Like, why do that? Like, yeah, bro, Shefty's, he's a scumbag, bro. Like, Bill, that was some scumbag shit. For real, man. So, you know, fuck what Shefty got going on. Rest in paradise, man, Dwayne Haskins, and much love and condolences to his family and friends. For real, for real. Let's get to some Raider talk, you guys. I know it's been a little, you know, today up and down, man. It's just, you know, I know my nerves have been crazy today because of what happened. And I don't even know Dwayne Haskins, but just knowing how young he was, it just lets you know that you have to live every single day like it's your last, because you just don't know, man. They said that apparently he ran out of gas on the freeway and he got out of the car, I guess, to make a call or something, and got hit by another vehicle. I think a dump truck. That is crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Life is crazy. It's short. It comes at you fast. And man, I just want to say it one more time, man. Rest in paradise to Dwayne Haskins. Man, my prayers are with you, King. For real, for real. So I know you guys see this thumbnail right here. Let's talk about it. I know you guys know that Hondo Carpenter, shout out to Hondo, really good guy, really good reporter. Doesn't really come out there and try to sell bullshit. He doesn't really just do a million things for clicks. You know what I mean? He actually, you know, is pretty good reporting. And I rock with him. I like Hondo a lot. You know, he mentioned about a month ago that we were in on a particular big name free agent. One hint and who it was, just said that he heard it was between us and one more team. We automatically assumed, right, that it was Stephon Gilmore. You know, I mean, let's just be real. Josh McDaniels, you know, everybody from New England, Dave, you know what I'm saying, Ziegler over there. It made sense, right? Like in your head, you're like, the writing's on the wall. Stephon Gilmore is going to be a Raider, right? And then out of nowhere, Honey Badger, you know what I'm saying, surfaces. And next thing we know, we're in a hunt with Tyrann Mathieu as well. You know what I'm saying? So we're kind of confused as to who he's talking about, right? And then it got real quiet for a while, right? You know, Tyrann Mathieu went and visited New Orleans. Stephon Gilmore has just kind of been weighing his options. He hasn't really said nothing. I don't even think he's visited any teams. You know what I mean? I just, you know, what I've heard with Stephon Gilmore, it was between us, and then Carolina went and re-signed one of their guys. And so I think Carolina is good. They traded for some corners this past season. I think Carolina is good at corner. I think Stephon Gilmore is going to be moving away from being a Panther. And then New England, and you know, there was talks of them potentially bringing him in over there and bringing him back. You know what I mean? And having him pretty much, you know, end his career pretty much where it started. You know what I'm saying? But Hondo put out an article today. Once again, shout out to Hondo Carpenter. I'm gonna share it with you guys. Answering your Raider questions. I gotta read one of them because this shit is hilarious. Like, real talk. Hey, it could be Sue, Kenny Mac. It could be Sue. Trust me, it could. Shout out to my brother Thor, man. I just got the phone with him. Shout out to my guy. I know he probably at a pool party or some shit right now in Vegas. All right, let me read this real quick. All right. This one I have to read because this is hilarious. All right, so Henderson, Nevada, the Las Vegas Raiders have a passionate fan base. Shout out to Raider Maven on Fan Nation. This is their website, si.com. Have a passionate fan base, hunger for wins and success. Each week, we take time to answer your emails and questions about your beloved silver and black. So let's get right to it. Hondo, you mentioned the big name free agent that the Raiders were in on and promised updates. I appreciate that, but you haven't heard much. I don't want to bug you. So can you tell me, will you let us know when that person signs? Thank you, Kenny M. All right. Kenny, as soon as that person signs with anybody, I will update the situation. Hondo, this is the second one, right? This is hilarious. The big name free agent you told us about is a big ruse. You fat liar. Whoever they signed, you can just say it was that. You're a tool. Hondo responds, it sounds like you need a hug, and I suggest getting a dog, but you genuinely think I'm a fat liar. Your life must stink because you still follow me. So now I know I'm not the only one that has to kill trolls in the chat. I have told two people who this person is, including my co-host on Raidernation Radio, Clay Baker. And as soon as the matter resolves, I will report several details. So here's where it gets a little, the thick of things right here. All right. Hondo, quick question on the free agent you have mentioned. Is the person trying to get more money out of the Raiders? Thank you for all your work. No, shout to Hondo. The Raiders have made their offer. The process takes some time as the gentleman and his family look at all options. He knows where the Raiders are, and they are in no way being fleeced, or is he doing that to them? Okay? One more time. This is the best part right here, you guys. Hondo, I know you said that you couldn't name the free agent the Raiders are in on, and I respect that. And you, I would like you to explain if you can. I would like to be educated on what you report on how certain things. I have found this fascinating. Clearly, you have great information. You have proven that. I would like to learn how it works. Jennifer T. So here it goes. This is what we are. This is what this show was about right here, you guys. Thank you, Jennifer. That is a great question. So after the Raiders got Davante Adams and Chandler Jones, I got a call late one night from a dear friend who was a member of management for an NFL team. We have been friends for years. He told me that his team had kicked the tires on a particular player, but that player was not interested, or somehow it wouldn't happen. He had learned that the Raiders, a team at the time that was not getting any attention in the media for being in on the process, were not only players, but part of the front runners for this particular player. He told me I would suggest that you not use the player's name. In fact, I would ask you not to. It could hurt me. And more importantly, if you weren't my friend and just a beat writer covering me, it can hurt the Raiders. So I put it out there and I made it clear that nothing was imminent or even sure to happen with the Raiders. The player has not signed as of this writing, and the Raiders are still in the process. I am honoring my source. The sources that told me that about Davante Adams didn't mind me mentioning him by name, which is why I was so far ahead of the story, having reported it since last May that he wanted to play with Derek Carr and the Raiders. So there you have it, you guys. I had to read a long. I know it's a long ass article. My apologies, you guys. But there you have it. An update of sorts, right? It sounds as though Hondo has a source, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to him for protecting that source, because when you have sources, you need to. You know what I mean? I laugh my ass off all the time when people say, give up your sources, man. If you do that, then you're not going to have sources. You know what I mean? It's just simple and plain. But there are a lot of people out there that act like they have sources when they don't. And that's the people that kind of make it hard on the people like, you know what I'm saying, Hondo and other guys that actually have real sources. I believe Hondo. He's a good guy. He loves the Raider fan base. He appreciates what we do. I know firsthand that he watches us on YouTube. And you know, we put him up on game with a lot of people as well. Shout out to Hondo, though, man. But look, there's Honey Badger, there's Stephon Gilmore. We know, I don't know if you guys knew, but Calais Campbell today re-signed. The 36-year-old defensive end / defensive tackle re-signed with the Baltimore Ravens today. 2-year deal for $12 million, up to $16 million in the deal. So Calais is pretty much going to end it staying in Baltimore. So I'm not thinking that look, it's not Calais, because Hondo would have came out and said, well, there goes the guy I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Sue. It could be Sue. It could be. It could be Donkey Kong Sue. I don't know. But this is what I'm feeling right now. I have a gut feeling that is Stephon Gilmore. That's who I think it is. Because think about it. Well, you know what? He did say a team that wasn't even. Who do you guys think it is in the comment section? Let me know what y'all think. Is it Honey Badger? Is it Stephon Gilmore? What is it? What is it? Shout out to Pacey and man. Shout out to Bill Gates as well. Instead of apologizing, Schefter tried to change up his tweet like he never did it. Clown. Facts, bro. Facts. Smooth scumbag, bro. Smooth scumbag. Also, I want to go over something as well, you guys, here in a minute after we finish up with this one. I want to pull up something that I had earlier. Shout out to Sean too. Great minds think alike. I actually had something else that I wanted to pull up. Hold on real quick, you guys. Let me boom. All right. Clown shoes for real, Pace. Shout out to you, my brother, on a donation. Shout out to RK as well, man. Raider Way. Appreciate you, my brother, on the $2. My guy, man. Thank you for the super. Honey Badger. Damn, a lot of honey badgers. Yeah. I got me a new hat today, you guys. I went and got me a new trucker hat. Went and got me a new little trucker joint. Little I mean, you know what I'm saying? Got my son's haircuts, got my beard cleaned up. Shout out to my brother Andy. Eddie Goldman. I don't think Eddie Goldman's a big enough name. Don't get me wrong. I like Eddie Goldman. He's a great player. But when he was saying like a notable name, I'm assuming it's like a Matthews or a Stephon Gilmore because, you know, Stephon is a former defensive player of the year. Tyrann Mathieu is an all-pro player. You know what I'm saying? Played in many Pro Bowls, I believe 4 of them. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't assume that it's Eddie Goldman, but I would love to bring him in. We can still use another run stuffer right now on that defensive line. Let me see. Shout out to Neil Wilson. Matthew is always talking about family on Twitter, and Hondo says something about he's discussing it. But also, though, Neil, you got to think about it like this. Stephon Gilmore is very tight with his family as well. That's why I'm assuming that it's one of these guys. You know what I mean? I'm assuming that it's one of those guys. Clowney, that'd be a sneaky pickup. But I think Cleveland's going to bring him back. That would be crazy if we went out and got Jadeveon Clowney to bring him in with, oh my God, bro, with Chandler Jones and Max Crosby. That would be insane. Shout out to Andres, man. What's good with you, family? He said, I got you in my ears while I sit through this 6. Actually, I'm thinking about going tonight to get tatted up. I really am. I'm getting tatted. I'm getting my neck hit before I get to Vegas. I know that for sure. Right tackle, Darren. Hey, I would love it. Big Thor got out the pool. Rock with us. Shout out to I would love for it to be Daryl Williams. That's my guy. I just don't think that's a big enough name. Raider Nasty. At the time when that came out, I don't even believe that Julio Jones was a free agent. So when he came out first reported that we were in on a player, I think Julio was still with Tennessee at that point. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I think that Julio was still a Tennessee Titan. Tavio, we couldn't afford to pay Debo. At that point, you have to look at it like this, right? It's just not going to happen. But if you wanted Debo, you're getting rid of Waller. You know what I'm saying? You can't pay Waller, Devontae, and Hunter Renfrow. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, look, I think we're good. I think Debo will be a Niner. I think they'll pay him at some point. You know what I mean? The guy does it all. Running back, receiver, they're going to pay that guy. If they don't, they're stupid. They are stupid anyway, though. You know what I mean? They're fucking Niners, but you already know. Shout out to my boy Chris. After Cook resigned, do the Raiders still look at adding another receiver? Great work, Docs. Yes, my brother, and thank you on a donation. We still need that speedy outside wide receiver, that wide receiver too. That's why I was at this point, you know, I kept saying, I mean, I'm not going to say Deshawn Jackson would be a wide receiver too. I'm going to say this. We need a true wide receiver too. Brian Edwards has not been proven to do that. And I don't even know if this coaching staff even feels like they owe it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's a guy that we can go get, if Odell Beckham Jr. is a possibility, you go get Odell Beckham Jr. And the further along this process goes with free agency, the more, further the Rams don't sign him or don't re-sign him. Because let me ask you guys this. Do you think that OBJ would be okay being the third wide receiver with the Rams, or coming over and being the third receiver with us, or second receiver with us? I know me personally, if I'm OBJ, I'm going to the Raiders. He spends a lot of time in Las Vegas anyways. It's a hop, skip, and a jump to LA where he lives. It just makes sense. You can be the true number 2 wide receiver whenever you come back. You know what I mean? I would love to bring him in. I would love to bring OBJ in. But, I'm still a Julio guy, man. I am. Shout out to my brother Chris, though, man. But, yes, we definitely need another receiver. I don't know if we attack that in the draft, which I think we will grab another receiver at some point. I don't know if Josh McDaniels is excited about DeMarcus Robinson and Mac Hollins. Who's to say? He may have plans for one of those guys to be the number 2, or he may be sold on Bryan Edwards being that guy, and they're just being real quiet right now. I don't know. We have a bunch of options. The good thing is our wide receiver room is very deep. It's not thin at all. We just don't have a real solid number 2 receiver. And I'm not talking about Hunter Renfrow and Waller. I just mean another true number 2 on the outside. You know what I mean? We need a true number 2. And I think that Bryan Edwards can be that guy, but he's just not been proven it. He hasn't proven it enough for me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Shout out to the 400 people plus in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys for being here. Wipe them feet. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, man, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to become a member of the channel, hit the link up top. It's pinned up there. And real quick, shout out to everybody who has went to Oaklosvegas.com and grabbed some gear, man. I appreciate you guys. The love has been overwhelming. You guys have been on there going crazy. Oaklosvegas.com. I just bought me a bunch of shit. I will be wearing my stuff the whole time I'm in Vegas. Also, I'm gonna have my Woodson whiskey hat and beanie. You know what I'm saying? But make sure to go to Oaklosvegas.com. Grab you some gear. Let me see. Shout out to Chris, man. Docs does the best work. Real talk. We thank you, Docs. My brother, man. Appreciate you. Just wipe my feet. Talk that shit. Shout out to my boy David P, my battle rap homie, man. Julio Jones is old as fuck. Chop that fable. Hey, man, he's 33. We signed a 35-year-old Deshawn Jackson last year. Julio Jones is a future Hall of Famer. I know that he's probably only played, I think, 14 games in the past 2 seasons. He's not the same Julio Jones he once was because of injuries. But if he can come back healthy, his feet ready to go, you can get Julio on a steal of a bargain deal. I'm sorry, I'm taking Julio Jones. And it just makes sense. We're in Vegas, you guys. Big names sell tickets. I'm saying, like, look, you got Devontae Adams on one side, you got Julio Jones on the other with Waller and Renfrow. Come on, man. Hey, you're selling everything. You can sell that to anybody. Holistic says, Docs, I definitely one of the best Raider content creators. I appreciate you, family. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you so much. Nation, Cooks was already traded, or not traded. He signed an extension with the Texans, a 2-year deal. I think it was worth $36 to $38 million. He pretty much got like around $20 million a year extension. He signed a 2-year deal, so he's not going anywhere. Let me see. Valley Podcast. Nah, I ain't looking chubby, man. I've been in the gym. What you mean? Shit, I'm over here getting rocked up. What you talking about? I already put on some muscle. Talking about I look chubby, man. Get out of here. I did eat like shit today, though. Valley Podcast. So you may be right. Real shit. I ate like shit. I went to what is it? Urban Air, the trampoline spot. I ate pizza and nachos and pretzels and shit. Yeah, you might be right, bro. Shout out to Jeremy. Julio or D-Jax? Who would you take? Oh, I'm taking Julio. 10 times out of 10. I love D-Jax. I'm a Californian. I've always loved Deshawn Jackson, loved him at Cal. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I've always been a fan of Deshawn Jackson. Always wanted him to be a Raider my whole life. It didn't work out last year. You know what I'm saying? For he didn't really have a lot of time to build a rapport with DC. Didn't really have a lot of time to learn the offense. But I think with a complete offseason, if he's healthy, he could still be serviceable for us. But I'm taking Julio 10 times out of 10. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, bro. Shit, man. Dude, I'm training hard for Vegas, smoking like a motherfucker. You stupid. Maybe D. Robert take a step up. Maybe. I hope so. Tavio, yo, Docs, I think this Javon Brown and Perriman combo is about to be crazy. And then, Harris, what you do is you throw Devon Diablo in there, which I think he's going to have a fucking year. Look, telling y'all now, Devon Diablo is going to be a household name by the end of this season. If not, come back over here and y'all can tell me that Devon Diablo was trash. Mark my words, you guys. Devon Diablo will have a hell of a year and become a household name this season. People tend to forget this guy can do it all. He can play safety, can be in linebacker. You know what I mean? He's pretty good in coverage. He got to get better against the run a little bit more. But I like Devon Diablo. I think he's going to be a baller this year. But just those three guys alone at linebacker, I love Jayon Brown. I think Jayon Brown is dope. You know what I mean? He's probably one of the best cover linebackers in the league. And then we know Perriman is one of the best run stoppers. I mean, tackle machines. So look, I think our linebacker room right now is very, very, very sneaky right now. I still want a young pup though to come in the third or fourth round. Someone that is a sideline to sideline guy that can add more in coverage as well. You know what I'm saying? But Harris, I definitely agree with you, my brother. Shout out to Mike, man. Doc's trying to get that thick frame. Here we go. Shout out to my brother Hawk, man. Appreciate you on the donation, King. Also, man, shout out to Kiwi, man. I appreciate you, man, on the $50 woo-wop. Thank you, family. Hey, Docs, tried to catch any member of Shield more to ask about the draft. Who's going live and what time? I need to work around it because the time difference here in New Zealand, I ain't missing the first ever gathering of the Shield more members. I appreciate you, my brother. We will be Thursday night will be 4 to 9 o'clock Pacific time, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific. Friday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific. And then Saturday will be live 8 in the morning until, I believe, 1 in the afternoon. So we're covering all 3 days. So that's how you catch us, Kiwi. And I appreciate you, family. Shout out to New Zealand. And thank you for always rocking with us, family. I appreciate you on the donation. As always, man. Shout out to Kiwi, man. Will, my bad, brother. I was talking so much. I didn't even see your super, brother. Where is it? I did not see it. You guys got to realize, man, these shits be flying sometimes. I did not see a super. Hold on. Trying to find Will. I don't want to disrespect my guy. Boom. There we go. We lit. Feel like cornerback room needs more help than our safeties. I don't think so, Will. I'm very comfortable right now with what we have in that cornerback room. Nate Hobbs in the slot. Anthony Averitt can play in the slot and outside. Rocky Sin, a hell of a pickup in that trade with for Yannick. Look, I think we're good, man. We got Mullen coming back from injury. He's going to be solid. You know, we still got a Meek out there. I mean, you know, he's been technically a bust up to this point, but with Patrick Graham, you never know. You know what I'm saying? I think that we go get another corner. If we don't get Gilmore, that this was what this live was about. It's either Gilmore or Matthew. You know what I'm saying? If we don't go get Gilmore, we go get a corner in the draft. Go get one in the draft. There's a boy out of Baylor that's taking you know these draft boards by storm now. There's gonna be some guys that's gonna be there in the later rounds. I'm not too worried about safety though. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have Honey Badger. I just think that he would just bring that extra dynamic to this defense because he can do it all. He can play in the slot. I mean, he can come up in the box. He can do everything. You know what I mean? But I still want to see Gillespie. We already went out and got the closer in Harmon. I love Harmon too. I think Harmon was a very, very good pickup for this defense. And we still got Gillespie. You know what I mean? We brought back Levitt. I think he's going to be more of a special teams ace though. You know what I'm saying? Then we still got our guy Merrick, and Abram is going to be, we don't know what Graham is doing with him yet. I'm assuming that he goes the pepper route, you know what I'm saying, and puts him in the box that has him play linebacker probably 70-75% of the time. That's what I'm assuming. You know what I'm saying? But, Will, I'm not too worried about the corner room, my brother. I'm not, man. I'm really not. Shout out to the Nation Zone. I appreciate you, family. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. You don't know how much that helps the channel, man. My God, appreciate you, my brother. Welcome to the membership family. If you guys want to become a member, man, hit the link up top. Shout out to my brother Eric, man. Offense is set, so it has to be HB or Gil. There you go, my brother. There you go. I'm assuming that it's either one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be a left field Sue. It could be Donkey Kong Sue. It really can. Shout out to Jonathan. Appreciate you, brother. Man, I got this shit, man. I seen that. I was like, oh, my God. This is it. I got to get this. But, yeah, I agree with you, Eric. Shout out to you, my brother. Thank you for the donation as well, King. Shout out to Daniel, man. Got 3 really young kids and can't swing the Vegas trip this time. We'll definitely be listening on the live and sending via supers. Raiders! Shout out to my brother Daniel Kim. Always supporting the channel, man. My brother, I appreciate you, King. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. Bruno, we definitely did a moment of silence before the show even started, my brother. We definitely did that. once again, though, I can't say it enough. Rest in paradise to Dwayne Haskins, 24 years old, man. It's sad, sad, sad. And condolences to his family, man. But we definitely started off the show, Salvatore, with a moment of silence. I didn't even go into the intro. I started with a moment of silence out of respect for him and his family, man. Let me see. Any of you guys play organized flag football? Pick plays work really well. So, Kevin, I think what we're going to do, brother, right? I think what we're going to do is every team, like, I think we're going to do like 5. Everyone gets 5 plays, 5 chances to score. I'm not going to be competitive. I'm telling y'all, look, I want to go out there and have fun. I want to laugh with you guys, have some beers, have some drinks. You know what I mean? Talk that shit. You know what I mean? But we will be playing. I think we're going to have 5 downs. If you don't score, you turn the ball over. I think first team to 5 TDs wins. So I think we're going to do something like that. First team to 5 TD wins, and you get 5 opportunities to score, or you turn the ball over. That's what I'm thinking right there. Keep it simple and sweet. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, we're going to be out there, you know what I mean, just putting on, man, and having fun and just enjoying each other's company, man. That's what it's all about. Bruno, respect, my brother. Let me see. Teamer's there. CJ, bro, I keep forgetting, bro. Roderick Team. Hey, Teamer's there too. Teamer is there too. I keep forgetting about my guy, man. He got some dog in him. I think, though, that he's going to play a lot of special teams because he just got that dog in him. He could be like a mean, just you know what I mean? Keep him out there as like man. He has a mean streak to him. But I keep forgetting. We got Roger Teamer too. Another safety. Our safety room is not thin, you guys, by any stretch of imagination. But if you can add a talent like Honey Badger, you add him. People sleeping on Julio. Hey, Nick, I'm trying to tell you, man. I know he only played in like 7 games last year with Tennessee. But mind you guys, they're a run-first team. You know what I mean? Ryan Tannehill does not throw the ball like that. I think Julio would work wonders with us. To have to be just a number 2 guy, would love it, man. Would love it. Shout out to my brother, Big Time Willie, man. 4-time Patron shot. Debo takes pay cut for our Super Bowl run. Y'all got to stop with this shit, man. Shout out to Willie. I wish he would. I really, really wish he would, man. That would mean a lot, brother. If we got oh my God, bro. At that point, just it's over. It's over. It's overkill, man. It's overkill. It's overkill. But it's not gonna happen. Shout out to my dog, Big Time, no, man. Shout out to my brother Violator, man, in the building, man. Love you, big bro. That's my guy right there, man. You already know what it is. Shout out to my Raider legend, my Raider OG right there. That's my guy, man, my brother. Can't wait to see you out there in Vegas, brother. Let me see. I think we need a true nose tackle to push the middle and better starting right tackle. We need some trenchmen, but we can get those in the draft. You know what? Let's do this real quick, you guys. I'm going to do this. Real quick. This is what I wanted to go over for the rest of the show before we get out of here. All right. Boom. Top 100 available free agents left. Let's talk about it. Let's go to the top 10 real quick, you guys. It's out of here, bro. Sick of this shit. There we go. All right. Jadeveon Clowney, edge. Don't really need him. I think he goes back to Cleveland, 29 years old. He can stop the run very, very well. I think that people tend to forget that he's probably one of the best defensive ends / he can even go inside against the run in this league. Like he's definitely a top tier run stopper. Just doesn't really get to the quarterback as much as everyone wanted him to. Coming out of South Carolina, everybody thought this guy was going to be the next big sack artist, right? And he just never lived up to that, you know, to that calling. But he's still a great run stuffer. You know what I'm saying? And he still puts up, I think he put up, what, 7 to 9 last year? I think 7 to 9 sacks last year. So, hey, Jadeveon Clowney's still a sneaky name to keep an eye on. I would not be shocked if we went out and added more to that defensive line. Odell Beckham, we already know. We've talked about him a million times. Stephon Gilmore, Honey Badger, both those guys, we know that we're in the running for him. We already know. We've been talking about this for many moons now. Trey Flowers, Detroit just let him go. Recently, I think that he goes back to New England. I really do, you guys. I think He goes back to familiarity, goes back to Bill Belichick, and he'll probably ball out with him in that defense. J.C. Treader, we don't need a safety. Our center, Treader is a nice center though. That's a nice name. Good player, but we don't need him. We got Andre James. Julio Jones, we spoke about him. There you go. Melvin Ingram, edge. There's really no reason to bring him in at this point in his career. He's 33, and he doesn't really do anything at this point great anymore, right? Like at least Jadeveon Clowney is great against the run. I don't really see anything that Melvin Ingram does great anymore. He showed up in spurts last year. You know what I mean? He could still get to the quarterback here and there, but I just don't think that Melvin Ingram at this point in his career does anything great anymore. So there's no real reason to even look at him. Antonio Brown, we already know that's a dud. Rob Gronkowski, we already know if he goes anywhere, he's going to go to Tampa Bay. There was rumblings about him going to Buffalo, but then they went and traded for Howard from Tampa Bay. So Buffalo got their number 2 tight end over there. And Cincinnati's a sneaky name to keep an eye on as well for Gronk services if he doesn't return to Tampa Bay. I think it's either Tampa or Cincinnati, and that's it. Calais Campbell, he just re-signed, you guys, today. 2-year deal with Baltimore worth $12 million, worth up to $16 million. So Calais Campbell's out of there. Melvin Gordon, we don't need a running back. We're so deep in the running back room right now with Josh and Kenyon and Amir, Bolden. Look, Regis is still on the practice squad, I believe, or he may even be on the active roster at this point. I don't know. He's on the practice squad. We have a lot of running backs. Daryl Williams is my guy. This is the guy that if you go get him, you don't have to worry about going to get a right tackle in his draft. You don't. You go get Daryl Williams is an above average right tackle. That's all you need. He's not going to come in and be an all-pro guy, but he definitely will protect DC's right side. That's all that matters, right? He will definitely protect that right side. I have no idea why it's been so quiet on the Daryl Williams front. I'm talking about with any team. I've not heard anybody attached to the hip with him. I don't know why, because Daryl Williams is nice. Buffalo only let him go because they tried to freed up that $9 million, and then he went out and got Von Miller. You know what I mean? And they went and traded for OJ Howard as well. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, you guys, Eric Fisher, no. Justin Houston, no. There's no need. Jerry Hughes is 34 years old, on his way to 35, no. Sheldon Richardson's a sneaky name to keep an eye on, you guys. A defensive lineman, defensive tackle. He's 31, but, you know, Sheldon's cool. Akeem Hicks, we all know that Champ Kelly came over from Chicago, so he has that connection. Hey, we don't know. Akeem may be one of those guys to come over. Dwayne Brown, no. Bobby Massey, no. Riley, I think he's too many injuries, right? I think Riley was injury prone last year. Wasn't Riley injured a lot last year? Me personally, I'd rather have Daryl Williams. Jarvis Landry, we know that's not going to happen. He wants too much money. There were rumors that he wanted $20 million a year. I don't know who the hell gives him that. He'd be lucky to get 10 at this point. I don't even know if he'll get that. Will Fuller, which we talked about before, I think he goes back to Cleveland. To Cleveland to get back with Deshaun Watson. Landon Collins, no need for him. And then Steven Nelson, cornerback. Steven Nelson's cool, but I'd rather have Stephon Gilmore. I'm not going to go through the whole top 100, you guys. I think that's pretty much good enough, top 25. So there's still a lot of names out there. There's still a lot of names out there to keep an eye on. But Daryl Williams, at this point, I'll go back in. If I had to pick, I want all you guys in the chat, pick 3 people. Who are your 3 people right now to pick up? Mind you guys, post-June, we can have upward of $40 million once we extend DC and free up that money from Littleton. And what was it? Nick Wachowski. Yeah, was it Nick, right? Yeah, it was Nick. $21 million, I believe, with them alone. And then, you restructure DC, we can have upward to $40 million. My 3 guys are Stephon Gilmore, Honey Badger, and Daryl Williams. Those are my guys. I don't really see any defensive tackle outside of Sue. Sue's a guy that we haven't even seen yet. He's not even on this top 25. A guy that you can probably get for inexpensive. And you know what I mean? He comes in. He has that Raider heart. He has that Raider attitude. He grew up a Raider fan. I would love to have Sue. But Daryl Williams, to me, fits more of a need at right tackle. You know what I'm saying? Daryl Williams is nice. You know what? Damn, I damn near want to add Sue over one of Stefan or Honey Badger. Shit. I'm going to see what you guys talking about. Violator said Daryl Williams, Gilmore, Akeem Hicks. I like that. 3 spots that you upgrade right there. Right tackle, corner, and defensive tackle. I love it. I love it. Matthew, Sue, Julio. I like that too. Attack, safety, defensive tackle, and wide receiver. Cool. I think this regime really has high hopes, you guys, for Jermaine Illuminor at right tackle. Or they potentially move Alex Leatherwood back outside. Gates, didn't Riley Reef miss a bunch of time last season? Let me look him up. I want to see, because I believe he missed a lot of football with the injury. I could have swore, yeah, ankle injury. 10-year veteran coming off an ankle injury. Yeah, wipe them feet, you guys. Kyle says Daryl Williams, Stephon Gilmore, and Julio Jones. I like that. I like that a lot. Goldman, I like Eddie Goldman too, Raidernack. Facts, brother. But there's still a lot of names out there, you guys, that can get this roster ready and prepare for week 1. There's a lot of guys out there, man. Like, there's way too many names out there. Jay says Williams, Daryl Williams, Sue, Matthew. I like it. I'd probably say Williams, Sue, and Matthew as well. I'd let Gilmore go elsewhere. I'd take Matthew over Gilmore. He's a year or 2 younger. And I just feel like he'd be more dynamic on this defense. I don't know if Stephon Gilmore is going to be that true number 1 that he once was. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And he's dealt with a lot of injuries as well. Gustavo, yeah, no, he's not. He's not a great tackle at all. I said that, my brother. He's not. He's an above average right tackle. He'll get the job done. That's all you need. Shout out to Drox, man. What's good, Docs? My bad for being absent a little while. I'm just trying to find my purpose in life right now. I'm only 21. Stay up, GOAT, for real. It's all good, my brother. Spend all that time trying to figure it out, King. Life is short, man. You got to get out there and figure it out. You know what I mean? Just know, my brother, I love and respect what you doing out there, man. And I thank you for the support, King. Do not worry, man, about what we got going on here. We're gonna be here forever. We're gonna be over here forever. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, until I'm snatched off this earth. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be over here. We ain't going nowhere, brother. You know what I'm saying? So take your time, do what you need to do, man. You're still young, you're figuring it out. Like I said, spend time trying to figure it out, man. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to my dog, Drox. Jay says, I think we're going to stick with Edwards as the number 2 receiver. I wouldn't be shocked. I don't know what this coaching staff feels about him, and they have no connection to him. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they feel like they can get something else out of him that Gruden didn't. But I hope. I mean, shit, in a perfect world, you already have your number 2 receiver on the roster. Then you don't have to go out and do nothing crazy, right? You don't have to go out and pay a Julio or one of these other guys. In a perfect world, you already have your true number 2 out there with Brian Edwards, and you know this coaching staff develops him like he's supposed to when he goes out there and balls out. But yeah, man, that's all I wanted to do today, you guys. Wanted to talk a little bit with the nation, man. I know I think I've been gone for a couple of days. It's been slow motion, man. I seen the Hondo report, and I wanted to touch bases on it. I know a lot of people may not have seen it. So I said, you know what? Okay, cool. Because I'm like, man, is this Matthew thing ever going to materialize? Is this Stephon Gilmore thing ever going to materialize? What's going on? So I kind of did some digging today and found out that, you know, it's still in motion. It's just a waiting game. I think post-June is when it happens. A lot of money freed up on a lot of other teams. A lot of these guys are going to wait until after the draft. So, but yeah, I hope it's Honey Badger. I do. I would love Honey Badger as a Raider. I would love him over Stephon Gilmore. I would take either one of them. Shit, I'd take both of them. But I'd take Honey Badger 10 times out of 10 over Stephon Gilmore. Shout out to Loco Raider. What's good, King? I really think the Raiders are going to throw a lot at Honey Badger. He's very familiar with the AFC. And I think he's going to want to, dig back at the Chiefs. I do. If he wants to win, I seen a report. Somebody said the other day after he visited New Orleans, he wants to go somewhere where he can win a Super Bowl, right? I don't know. I didn't know why you were in New Orleans then at that point. But, I mean, look what we just did this offseason. If you think we can't win with Devontae Adams and Chandler Jones and all the other guys we picked up, the Rocket Sins of the world and the Bilal Nichols, and then with the existing guys we have with Waller and Renfro and DC and Jacobs, the list goes on. Merrick, this is on paper a team that can fight for a Super Bowl berth and a Super Bowl win. So if Matthew, listen to me, King, if you watching this, if you on your Devontae Adams shit and you watching the podcast, pull up, man. Pull up. Pull up, man. Pull up, man. Pull up, man. Pull up. Pull up. I got a bottle of Wilson whiskey for you too, man. Facts. Nah. But on that note, man, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to get me a little workout in real quick. Take my dog for a walk. Spend some time with my wife. I appreciate you guys. I'll see, man. I might be back later on tonight if there's something to talk about. Or I may even try to put a quick video together or something. You know what I mean? But until then, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. As always, man, wipe them feet on the way out. And please hit that subscribe button, man. Let's get to 15K before the draft, man. That would mean a lot to me. Tell a friend to pull up and hit that subscribe button, man. Love y'all, man. I'm out.